Kia ora team, Chris Farhi here. Today I'm checking out the latest real estate action on Custom Street in central Auckland. This vlog starts on Custom Street West at the Downtown Carpark. Auckland Council's subsidiary Panuku announced that they're getting this property ready for sale as a development opportunity after receiving some unsolicited interest last year. So this is a massive but quite complex site in the heart of the city. In 2012, the council's city centre master plan noted that they expected public transport would reduce people's reliance on cars to get into the city, which would in turn free up the downtown car park for redevelopment. The master plan included some indicative renders of what the future development might look like, including demolition of the Lower Hobson Street flyover. The announcements around the downtown car park indicated that Auckland Transport was reviewing transport requirements, which likely relates to the level of public car parking in the future scheme and/or public transport. The car parking element of this project is likely to be quite tricky. Car parks have a very high development cost relative to their value, and whilst car parks are a generally useful addition to a scheme, developers have to be quite conscious about the level of provision. We can expect to see more of the downtown car park this year as Panuku gets started with the sale process. Across the road, 1 Albert Street is being refurbished and repositioned as the Alberts. The project basically involves converting the traditional office building into a series of flexible office suites with shared meeting rooms and common areas, so drawing on some of the successful elements of the more extreme co-working facilities. We're seeing this occurring at other similar buildings around the city. As the buildings start to date and find it harder to attract larger corporate tenants, the owners are proactively repositioning them towards smaller tenants with more flexible leasing arrangements, and quite often pulling out some solid rental results in the process. Further down at the intersection of Custom Street and Queen Street, you get the first glimpse of a growing number of retail vacancies on Queen Street. A few years ago, it was almost impossible to find good vacant spaces on Queen Street. The lockdowns relating to the pandemic have ultimately translated into a large number of vacant retail spaces appearing on Queen Street. Along Custom Street, you also get a glimpse of the different strategies being undertaken by hotels. 2 of the major hotels are operating as quarantine facilities to get secure cash flow while international tourists are largely blocked from entering New Zealand. Meanwhile, the Hotel Britomart opened during mid-2020 and has positioned itself at the premium end of the market as a sustainable luxury hotel. One of the cool features of that project is the minimalist design of the building, which fits nicely amongst the historic buildings in the precinct. Finally, the Seascape apartment development is starting to rise on Custom Street East. This will be New Zealand's tallest apartment building when it completes. Construction on this project slowed over the past year or so due to council's concerns about the concrete walls in the basement, but it appears that those concerns have now been largely resolved. Construction is now rising above ground level, with the structural steelwork quickly building up height. So hopefully you enjoyed this quick update of the latest real estate action on Custom Street East and West in central Auckland. If one of your mates is working on these projects, then please tag them in the comments, or otherwise if you just thought this video was cool, then yep, go ahead, smash that like button. Cheers, bye!